Hello everyone and welcome. This video will attempt to summarize the celebration of life held in August 2021 for Cornelius P. Zaat. In his will, Con/Dad requested that instead of a funeral, there be a celebration of life involving music, pictures, and a more joyful approach to his remembrance. Due to the COVID restrictions in place at the time of his passing in January, it was decided that we would keep an eye on the COVID protocols and hopefully have an event in the summertime. Early in the planning, it was decided that we would try to convene the entire family, or as many as who could make it, at the Bubbling Brook Cottages, a business once owned by Con and Jean. Once it became apparent that we would be able to gather in the summertime, we booked the cottages as well as a hall at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Montague, PEI. This is the church where Con was an organist and choir director for many years, as well as a place of interment for both Con and Jean. With the date for the celebration set for August 29th, the family started arriving at the cottages on Friday the 27th. Everyone had a great evening, getting reacquainted and being astonished at how tall Jeff Zaat's kids had become. On Saturday, the family went to one of our favorite spots called Shining Waters Amusement Park, where there were water slides and other amusement rides and lots of memories.
I came up backwards. Yeah, that's what she said. Woo, woo.
One of the great features of having the family stay at the Bubbling Brook Cottages was that many of the cottages were built by Con's own hand, and many of his paintings were hanging on the walls. With everyone in such close proximity, there was a lot of going back and forth from cottage to cottage to have coffee, snacks, or just to sit and gab.
Prince Edward Island, do you know how much I do adore this place on earth where I would live and die? We're friendly folk, you meet the people coming from away, the garden of the Gulf of PEI, the home away from home of PEI. All right.
All the while, James Ling and Oliver Stickland cruised around the property on a motorized Jeep called the Gator, probably the cutest thing we've ever seen. The family always enjoys outdoor activities, and there was lots of frisbee, soccer, baseball, hide and seek, and much fun was had, young and old alike. It wouldn't be much of a Zaat gathering if there wasn't copious food and music, so we're happy to report lots of great food and songs around the campfire.
Woo!
On Sunday, the 29th, everyone traveled to Montague for the actual celebration itself. The program was thoughtfully put together to have a variety of contributors of music and stories. Memorabilia was displayed on many of the tables, including photo albums, a collection of hats, and of course the beer stein that Con requested that he be buried in. It started with a warm welcome by Jeff and a reading of Con's obituary.
Really love Dad and our family, so we really we're so touched to have you here with us. And yeah, this is a celebration of life where he wanted really something just fun, right? And I think we're trying to follow his instructions as best as we can, you know, to have some nice little things on the tables for you to look at and just to remember him by. So really, I'll just kind of explain the program to you, and then we'll get started, okay?
The first song, Op de Grote Stille Heide, was performed by family as well as former members of the Dutch choir that Con used to direct in Montague. It was so nice to feature Dad's Dutch heritage with all these wonderful friends. Next, Steve performed his own song, That's Me. This was a particular request in Dad's will.
When that day comes, when you open into this world, turn on, you will find me in that ocean of light. From the highest peaks we'll gaze on what no man can describe.
Corinne, Heldrick, and Eldershaw, who worked closely with both Mom and Dad, spoke very movingly of how brave and inspiring Mom was as she was dealing with Alzheimer's. She remarked about the support Mom received from Dad and what a beautiful person he was. Following that, Jeff and his son Nick performed I Can't Help Falling in Love with You and What a Wonderful World, with many joining in. Nick spoke very movingly of what a great influence his Opa was.
Because I used to do coffee shops with my dad and Opa, and and that was like the very first time I ever performed was things like that. And it's just, I'm really gonna take this with me, I think, because I've started making music now that he's passed away, and I can't share this with him, but I can.
You can share it with him.
Oh, I'm gonna take, like, he's gonna help me with it.
Yes.
And I'm very grateful for everything, for my entire family and for him. So thank you.
Next came Steve's daughter Marla with an uplifting performance of I Want You to Be Happy, followed by Stand By Me. Former mayor of Montague and family friend Pat McGowan spoke next with some great recollections.
So we take a rest and not play for a while. But it was so much fun. It was good, honest, sane, good fun.
Vicky Redden-Gauthier spoke to the great relationship between the Reddens and the Zaats and that great Zaat capacity for love.
I see so much love in this room. And I see Mike, who has a new love. And I think about how much my mom would enjoy this and how expandable the Zaat heart is. That it's just like an accordion. It just opens up and opens up. And then it squeezes you full of love. And coming here and getting a hug, a Zaat hug, it's just that squeeze. And I think once you've been part of this family, with all the ups and downs and tragedies and wonderful times, you're so blessed. So I just want to express my love to all of you from the Redden family, and know that my mom is with your mom and dad, and they're having a cup of tea and a great chat.
The final number was a song Steve and Jeff were practicing earlier in the video called Garden of the Gulf, a song Con wrote about his beloved PEI. The members of the Dutch choir, as well as many attendees, joined on the chorus, making it a joyful closing song for that portion of the celebration.
Where the white sands around the coast, where peaceful rivers flow, the place to be, and let me tell you why. Prince Edward Island, do you know how much I do adore this place on earth where I would live and die? And friendly folks who meet the people coming from away, the garden of the Gulf, I'm PEI. I'm all away from home, I'm PEI. Where rolling waves caress the sandy shore, where small meats were raised with fish in every river on every stream, where people put their pride in growing farmland and estates. Forever will I treasure in my dreams Prince Edward Island. Do you know Our fame of hospitality is known the very best. Our home away from home, that's DEI. Prince Edward Island, do you know how much I do adore this place on earth where I would live and die? Where friendly folks to meet the people coming from away. Guided on the Gulf of PEI. Our home away from home on PEI.
For coming. Dad was really organized about everything that his funeral paid for and had a list of everything that he wanted. And this isn't quite what he wanted, but I want to tell you, this is what he wanted. So to know that you're all part of something so much bigger, and that the guest list today had to be really small, but it's really important. And I want you to know that you were picked because you are really important. You're part of that big picture, and I'm so thankful to have you here, and I'm so thankful that you'll be a part of what he wanted. And I'm telling you, it's what he wanted. Thanks.
Next, it was time to inter Dad's cremated remains alongside his beloved Roki Jean. The Zaats have a tradition of doing the wave at family gatherings whenever someone departs, so it was fitting that Dad had a loving send-off on a beautiful summer day.
And have ascended to the spiritual world. What's that, buddy? That's okay, buddy. Good red bear.
Finally, with some of the leftover ashes, the family went to a special and lovely spot with much Zaat history called Knox's Dam. Here the remaining ashes were dispersed in the flowing stream. This was the closing act in what had been a musical, emotional, and loving day, just as Dad would have wanted it. The whole time together throughout the weekend was a huge success full of love and togetherness. We hope that this video conveys the special time that we all had together honoring Cornelius P. Zaat, and that you are all feeling the love that we shared. So in closing, I guess, we'll leave it by that.
Prince Edward Island, do you know how much I do adore this place on earth where I would live and die? The friendly folk do meet the people coming from away, the garden of the Gulf of PEI, our home away from home of PEI. Prince Edward Island, do you know how much I do adore this place place on earth where I would live and die. Friendly folk to meet the people coming from away. A garden of the Gulf for you and I. A home away from home that we are.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this.